Okay, next example, e to the x times ln x. You actually have a product occurring here. You need product rule, 1d2 plus 2d1. Yeah, remember that? So, 1 times the derivative of 2. So the first thing is the e to the x times the derivative of the second thing. So times the derivative of ln x, which if we recall from the last lesson, that is 1 over x. All right, plus the second thing, which is ln x, times the derivative of the first thing. So the derivative of e to the x is just e to the x. There's nothing fancy to do with that one. It's just, it is as is. So then we can just clean it up a little. E to the x over x plus e to the x ln x. That's it. Nothing else to clean up in that one. Same deal in this one. It's a product rule. So 1d2 plus 2d1. So the first thing is x cubed times the derivative of the second thing. So e to the x, its derivative is just e to the x. Plus the second thing, which is e to the x, times the derivative of the first thing, which is going to be 3x squared. And then you just clean it up. Actually, there's not much to clean up there. Whoop. There's really not much to clean up there. I mean, you could just, if you want, you could factor out an e to the x. You don't have to, though. I would just write it as x cubed e to the x plus 3x squared e to the x. That's it. Last one, and then we're done for the day. Board problem. The number of shares traded on the New York Stock Exchange can be modeled by an exponential function right here, where t represents the year, with t equals 0 corresponding to 1990. At what rate? Rate should imply derivative. Anytime you're looking for a rate of change, that means do the derivative. So it wants to know what the derivative was in the year 2000. Okay. So we got to do the derivative of this thing. So y prime equals 39,811 e to the 0.1715 t times, right, the derivative of what's inside the e function. So basically this piece up here in the exponent, what's the derivative of that? Well, it's just t to the first power. So the derivative of that thing is just going to be the decimal in front of it, 0.1715. So that is your derivative. All right. Now this wants us to find y prime in the year 2000, which means when t is going to equal 10. So basically it wants us to plug a 10 in where the t is to figure out what the instantaneous rate of change at 10 years later is. So 0.1715 times 10 times 0.1715. Multiply all that out. Get your handy dandy calculator out. 39,811 times e to the 0.1715 times 10 times 0.1715. Comes out to 37,938.68. And that's it. Shares traded. This is millions of shares. So what this means was 37,938 million shares were traded on the New York Stock Exchange in the year 2000. All right, that's it.